Good evening, everyone. My name's Eva. I'm the director of the Scottish Yarn Festival and also of the Scottish Wool Producer Showcase. The former of those events will be taking place again on the 9th and 10th of September in Perth in Scotland. And this evening, it's all going to be about Dystopic Fibre. So John, I can just see, has joined us. I'm going to send him an invite and we're going to have a little chat with him this evening about what he's going to be bringing. Here we go. Always the nervous. Is it going to connect? Yes, it is. Hello. There we go. You went black for a minute. It's like, oh no. I'm doing not too bad. Not too bad. Still having problems with hearing. That's been over 3 weeks now.
I'm going to do what I can. I hope
I can hear you. You're doing grand, but if I just go a bit vacant, just run with it, okay? I'm loving the updo and everything. You're looking very glamorous this evening. Are you feeling glamorous?
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, absolutely. I'm feeling, it happens every time I go live. My glasses always steam up, as we know, so do excuse the occasional windscreen wiper, but
there we go. Right, so people are joining us and people will watch later on at their leisure, but for those who are maybe coming through my channel and might not be aware of who you are, would you like to introduce yourself?
Absolutely. Hello everybody that's watching now, and we'll catch up later on. My name is John. I'm the dyer behind Dystopic Fibre. I'm in my third, nearly fourth year of dyeing, which I think is the time when you say a cliche like the time has flown. I think with that in mind, I'm based in Glasgow. I started dyeing in my kitchen. I actually spent some time in my kitchen recently looking at the windowsill that I used to dye in, thinking, how did I do that? It's a windowsill that's slightly too low, so requires a bit of a bend over, which was really uncomfortable. Eventually I've moved into a lovely studio, which has just massively changed the vibe, which is just so good. Like I say, third year dyeing. I've recently started some dye workshops in my space that I'm really excited about. And this will be, I think, my second time at Perth. I think last year was the first, and so this time will be the second. I really enjoyed it last year. I mean, we had a chat last year and you knew how excited I was to be there, having been a customer in the past. And so to do it was just dream come true. And to be there again is just wonderful. I'm so excited to be vending at a Scottish Yarn Festival. The Scottish Yarn Festival.
Yeah, I think at the end of the event last year, you came up to kind of say just like a thank you and goodbye, and you were just like this really big bright-eyed puppy, which is really, really sweet. You know, I work, obviously, when we're doing the festival as well, I'm also working, and I kind of live it vicariously through everyone else, kind of like mostly on social media and through podcasts and things later on. So when vendors do come up afterwards or get in touch and, you know, they've had a good time, it really does kind of make all that difference. It's like, must be doing the right thing then. So it's lovely that you've enjoyed your experience so much that you've wanted to come back, and we're delighted to be able to give you that platform to do that and to help support your business. So what we're doing with these wee chats is we're asking you to show us 3 things that cannot be missed from your stall at the festival, and then we want to know who you don't want to miss when you're there.
Fantastic. Okay, let's get cracking. 3 things. I think the most noticeable first thing will be I have been building a range of yarn over the last few years, and I think I'm really intentional with the colours that I add to it. And so a quick look at what I would call kind of dystopic fibre business as usual, the normal schemes that I'm really proud of, that I've held for a while and dye repeatedly. So you can expect from me lots of lovely
yarn juggling.
Lots of lovely muted colours. There's another one that I'm just going to subtly bend down and pick up. lovely muted colours. I love brown. I'm obsessed with brown. I find it so wearable, and I would challenge anyone that thinks they don't look good in brown. Yes, you do. Come and see me. Let's have a chat. So we have some lovely browns, and I love purple as well. Purple is massively featured in my range. So you can see some lovely kind of warm toned browns with some burgundies. I'm actually wearing a sample that I've knitted in the last few months out of a very similar kind of colour of yarn. So that's this skein here. It's Purple Heart, which will be with me, and a slightly lighter mycelium colour, which is the Chrysler shawl that I'm wearing just now. I will be very happy to show anyone that comes this lovely shawl. You can give it a squish. I hope to have some more samples as well. And then just another quick look at the normal range. I really like, so more brown, but I really like pops of colour. So it'll be neutral tones and some really gorgeous pops. And I think that is the first thing that I want to highlight, is what I normally do. And then to move on to something else that I really enjoy doing and want to do more is mini sets. So I'll be bringing some lovely mini sets to the Perth venue for the Scottish Yarn Festival this year. Here's a look at two of them that I have done. And so here is a lovely brown through to purple. Deja vu, I just talked about it. And here is a lovely orange through some grey. As I've played with these sets, I have started to kind of extract other colours from them. So, for example, in this set, it has some lovely greys and some lovely kind of darker greys with some almost fireworky pops. I've started to pick those colours out and dye them as full skeins. So mini sets are something else that I'm really excited to be bringing. These are two that I've done for a while, but I'm working on some others that I think I will debut at the festival, and I'll share afterwards. So
just going to say, we've got 42 days to go, so that's plenty of time for you to get your needles out and to cast on something that's nothing to do with Stephen West. Maybe you should do one of the shrugs as part of our cal. I think it would look incredible in that orange set. Well, it'd look incredible in both of them. But see the orange through to the greys. I think that would be...
Yeah, really lovely. And I think it welcomes in the autumn season. It brings in some lovely vibes of kind of pumpkins and gourds. And it's kind of just an example of kind of the vibe that mini set brings. I love a cow. The trouble that I have with cows is I start with all good intention, and then life gets in the way, and I see some other lovely shiny patterns and projects, and either get distracted or feel very guilty. So more than happy to motivate other people, get it done, get it happening, but I know personally, I can be quite a magpie when it comes to seeing other shiny things. But yeah, mini sets. And the third thing that I want to talk about is other bases. So I'm really excited to be supplying now a base of Blueface Leicester. It's 100% BFL, and it's entirely made within the UK. I've spent some time looking for this base, and I'm really proud to stock it now. So this is just an example of a colour on this base. I want to bring it up as close as I can because I want you to just take in the ply. It holds a lovely structure. Thank you so much. It holds a lovely structure. That BFL's longer staple length gives it the strength it needs without any additional artificial elements to it. So there's no nylon, there's no kind of other things that need to make it kind of strong or strengthen it up. It can hold its own. Gorgeous socks, really hard wearing, strong, but it's the same with garments. So this is in 75/25 superwash merino nylon. It has a lovely bounce. It's really stretchy. This BFL holds itself in a more structured way. It gives more of a tactile, toothy fabric. And I've got some garments that I am knitting on it. Perfect example, shiny pattern, new thing. Oh, I want to knit that instead. But if I get it finished, and even if I don't, I'm bringing them, and you can see what they're like knit up. I'm so pleased with this base, and it's the BFL. Like I say, it's made 100% within the UK, from the growing to the shearing to the spinning, and then to me doing the dyeing. It all happens here, and I'm so pleased with it. So I would say this is the third thing that I'm really excited about. So everyday normal Dystopic Fibre range, mini sets, and then the new base for this year, that I'm so excited
I think there's been some comments there, so we'll have a wee read of those before we go on to who you don't want to miss. But I think HJ Abbott's is saying, Sweet Clem Knits just made me socks with the purple she bought from you recently, Fab Yarn. Is that the one there?
I saw them. It was in this space, and they were absolutely gorgeous. I love seeing what people do with the yarn, and it's something else actually that I love being in person for, is you see your own knits in the wild. You see people having had your stuff already, they go off and they knit it and they bring it back. I ran an event recently and someone came wearing one of my things, and it's just wonderful. So thank you so much for sharing those socks. And this is the colour that it's in. It's Blushroom, and I just happened to bring it, so that's such a coincidence. But this is a lovely colour, and it has some gorgeous speckling in brown, because I'm obsessed with brown, and I'll certainly have a lot of this and more purples.
So who are you going to shop with then? Who do you not want to miss?
So I love, someone's come to mind, and I really hope that they're there. I love seeing Woolly Originals.
Not this year.
Event.
She was supposed to be, unfortunately, Sarah did have to pull out. So she's not going to be there. It's going to be the first time that we don't have her. And I'm gutted.
That's have embarrassed myself, but do you know what? I love seeing her anyway. So I will see them in the future. I think I do know someone that is coming, and I'm always really excited to see them. I always love seeing both Idle. I love saying hello and catching up with them and seeing what they're doing. It's always wonderful to see a lovely rainbow spectrum that they always bring, and it's also it's just so joyful to see their range and say hello to them. So I think they might have been at one of my first events that I was at, and I think they've been at every event that I've been at since, and so it just gives that kind of gorgeous feeling of community between other vendors. So I'm excited for that.
You're not going to miss her. You won't miss her, because she's actually upgrading to a triple stall this year. She's going to have a huge presence there, and she's got such a bubbly personality. Anyway, I mean, if you couldn't find her, you just follow that laugh. So yeah, it's going to be a delight to have all of you. And 42 days, it's not long. So if you haven't got your ticket yet, what is stopping you? Get onto the Scottish Yarn Festival website, onto the ticket page. Tickets are there. We would always recommend that you do buy them in advance, as and where you can, because we've only got a limited number that we can keep on the door for this event. And for people who maybe can't be there in person this year, or they can't wait to get their mitts on some of your gorgeous yarns, you've got a website, don't you, John? You do.
I do have a website. The website does exist. Okay. I don't currently have any yarn on the website. I am looking to make sure that I'm in a good position with my current orders before I then open those again. I'm working on fulfilling some orders. So what I would say is certainly make sure that you follow me on my social media, on Instagram and Facebook. As fickle as we know they are this year, certainly. And my mailing list, I think, is the safest way of keeping in touch with me. And I'll be sharing exactly when I have yarn available. Actually, the first chance to grab some yarn may even be at the festival. So do certainly see me there, and lots of other vendors. And otherwise keep an eye out for when yarn may be on my website.
People do that, and you know, this will go up on the grid, it will go on our YouTube. So if you're maybe watching this later on or whatever, and it's your gateway into discovering John or making that purchase based on something that you've seen today, please do just take a wee moment, pop a wee customer note on and say that, you know, this is how you found John, because we know that not all sales come from the event itself. They come through different channels, and it's sometimes difficult to locate where they are and what events are most worthwhile for our vendors doing. So it doesn't cost you anything apart from an extra couple of moments of your time, but it really, really does help us as the festival and John as a business to kind of track where his sales are coming from. So we would really appreciate if you can do that, people. And yeah, I think that's us for this evening. So is this you about to start work?
Thank you.
Because
Thank
you
you so
do
much for
tend
having me.
to do sort of night shifts at the studio,
Yes.
don't you?
Yes, it never ends. I am about to change job, which is very exciting, and so I won't be working in a physical location anymore. I'll be working from home, and hopefully that will give me a lot more bandwidth to do more normal time person things. But yes, I have arrived in the studio. It is currently nearly 6:20, and I'll be here probably all night.
Okay,
So
make sure that you
wish me
stay
all luck.
hydrated, have a snack, do all the things. It sounds like your mother. I don't mean to be. But we care about you. We do care about you. So thank you so much for taking some time out, for having a chat with me, meeting some people here, and I will see you very, very soon at Perth.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely, we
bye-bye
will. See you
everyone.
soon.
Bye.
Thanks everyone for watching.